Alright everyone, this is the B license test. There we go. Yes.
Sorry, I didn't know if you wanted me to talk.
Yeah, I should probably make it more obvious. Okay, yeah, Greg's here too. If you're wondering, the whole point of those bizarre pauses and him saying something weird like that is so I can find where to put the audio levels together later.
You know, you could probably just talk and you'd be able to figure out easier.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, not really, because I tend to forget. I tend to edit these later, so I forget what we talk about. So I mean, like the last time, I'm like, oh crap, because we record a few seconds before the audio for this would actually start. So some of the stuff you say beforehand is still picked up, and I don't know if that's you responding to me talking or if that's you talking to me before we recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, so throughout this test, you are going to get mail saying that everyone wants to go camping with you tomorrow. But first you have to run this test. And there's 3 problems, and I really should have looked at these before I did them because I forget what they are. Thank God for this guy.
Survival.
Yes, thank God for this guy that tells me, because... Yeah, so first round is survival. The survival battles aren't very difficult until you're going for like the S license. And those will be videos for another time. Later. Turns out I forgot to actually make that video when I originally made these guides. There.
So, this is a sequence of 5 battles?
Just 5 consecutive battles. They said no HP recovery allowed, even though I believe the roll chip can still be used. I think in the later ones I used the roll chip and nothing stops me. You said you played through this game fairly recently. Did you?
Yeah, fairly
Did you
recently.
try using a recovery chip in them?
No, I didn't.
I was wondering if...
I think what it meant was that it doesn't recover your health between battles.
But the game always does that. Huh, I guess maybe I
don't know.
I thought it meant you couldn't use health recovery in the battle itself.
It'd be kind of strange if it just randomly stopped you for doing that, though.
I could see you doing it. It's a challenge.
Yeah,
I did my videos like that.
Let's see if you use roll.
I don't use it till like the S license, because that one gets difficult. And then there's the double S and triple S license. Yeah, it goes Z, B, A, S, SS, SSS.
Some of those are optional.
Everything above A license is optional, but if you want to do all the secret stuff, triple S is mandatory.
To get further into the net.
Like the Undernet, they have they have triple S security cubes. It's not that bad. Like when you're at that point in the game, you just need to get used to the fights. Like these ones took me like no trouble to get through.
Yeah. So this test is, you have to find a Navi, I think.
Oh, thank God you were paying attention. I wasn't.
A Navi is lost in the net and you have to find them.
Thank you. I'm so thankful you're paying attention. I'm sure it's not that bad or difficult. It's just I made these videos in like July. And it is now January of the next year, so it's been a while.
Close to the end of January,
yeah,
actually.
I know. Oh crap, it's the 23rd.
Yeah.
Well. I was in summer school when I was making these. I figured, since we're university students, so we have 4 months off instead of 2. Or theoretically 4 months off, but yeah,
Depends.
I had summer school, and I figured I'm probably not going to have time in the year to do any real recording, so I may as well record as much as possible now
Yeah, you still record it in the school year.
'Cause I still had stuff to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to drop a project halfway through.
I know.
And besides, I was mostly done anyways. I basically recorded Battle Network 1, 2, 3, and most of 4 from like June to September. I did nothing in the summer but play those games. I think I heard the game audio come in through Skype.
Seriously? I'm wearing
Sometimes,
headphones.
just sometimes an echo will come through from one of our ends anyways. Like sometimes on my audio line I can hear you talking and sometimes it's the other way around. Like, I'm not sure. It's not really a problem. It's usually pretty quiet, but I'm not sure how that one works. It's kind of odd.
Yeah.
I should ask my teacher about that because he actually knows about this stuff.
Maybe one of our headphones are too loud.
I don't know.
I usually don't keep my headphones that loud, though.
Mine's just at whatever volume the computer's set to.
Yeah.
I know on my desktop the headphones are set to 100%. Well, they're independent from the speaker volume, so it's
Okay.
it was this the computer volume I have to fiddle with, and I just keep it at 100 since I mean my computer's in my room, so I don't need to worry about anyone around me. Alright, so if you didn't notice when I talked to that green Navia probably a couple minutes ago, that someone stole his walk program, and you get it from this guy, and he tries to fight you with 3 of those B tanks. Yes, they're called B tanks. These are the guys that shoot the bomb that takes up the column, or one up and one down from where you are. So if you stand in a corner, usually standing in the corner is your best bet with these guys, because the bomb won't explode the full column. It'll only take 2 of the 3 spots, which is useful.
Yeah. It's funny because you
I just
at the game you pretty much stood in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, they get difficult when there's the third version where it's the 3x3 blast. That one gets kind of crazy because you spend more time dodging him than anyone else because he takes the most effort. Okay, so when you beat him, you get the walk program back, and you have to run back to that other Navi who's on that upper level there, and you just give it back to him. That's problem 2.
It's a lot of walking.
Why? Because it's the walk program? Or walk prog?
No, that's not what I meant, but yeah.
Or walk prog as the conversion from Japanese to English, and they had to shorten the words due to text limitations.
Yeah.
Just like
Prague.
like how Shockwave doesn't have the E on it in Wave. Yeah.
Shockwave.
Oh, like every chip does this, and so many of them do this. Yeah.
Rikov.
Well, yeah, most of them are text limitations from Japanese to English, as I think their language is a lot more compressed than ours.
I don't know, our numbers take up a lot of space for some reason.
What do you mean?
The numbers in the chip names take up more space than the letters do.
Well.
If you notice that, anything that has numbers in it, usually those are the ones that get shortened, like attack plus 5, plus 10 or whatever.
Like Quake 1? Or...
Well, Quake 1
Okay.
is short enough that doesn't have to be.
I can't think of one off the top of my head. Well, maybe attack plus 10 or 20 or 30.
I don't know.
I think Zapring might have it. No, that seems pretty short too.
I'm not sure.
Ah, well. It's not that important. Well, it's kind of annoying because I enjoy having proper spelling in games, but...
I don't really care.
Well, it kind of bugs me. Like, it's not that bad, but I mean, they at least have a legitimate reason. It's not that they're bad at spelling. Like every NES game, every game that isn't on a home console has had this problem at some point. Like, look.
I don't know. It seems appropriate in this game that they shorten it, though. I don't know
the
why.
internet.
Yeah.
But like the original Final Fantasy games, they are notorious for this. How like nothing is what it's supposed to be. Like.
So what is this?
It's another survival battle.
It's a survival one?
I believe it's just another 5. I'm not sure because this video is still another few minutes in, or a few minutes to go.
Yeah.
I'll find out.
Maybe you like fail terribly.
No, I wouldn't. I hope not. Or else I have to re-edit this, and you'd have to redo the voiceover. Just remember that part. Yeah, so these are Metar 2s. They have a red helmet. And if you notice, 2 of them duck down and you can't actually hurt them.
They fire faster than the others.
Yeah, the third one, the shockwave, is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh no, I don't think breaker chips have been invented yet in this game. Breaker chips are pretty useful because they will break through their little helmets and hurt them.
Oh, I found my Game Boy Advance cartridge of this game.
I know exactly where it is in my house. It's in my basement. I don't think you ever finished it on the Game Boy cartridge. I think I finished it before you. I definitely did. I
was terrible at video games.
You still kind of are. I'm not that great either. I just put more time in than you do.
Yeah, true.
And that's a cannondom to the blue cannon in the middle. If you could get chips for this, you could get I think it's high cannon from him.
Makes sense.
Yep, and then it's mega cannon. Or M cannon.
Yeah. M cannon.
Okay, we all know the M stands for mega. Makes perfect sense.
I didn't know that. I didn't think of it.
Makes sense to me. Cannon, high cannon, mega cannon.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
Uh-oh.
Not really.
Scary.
There, one's dead. Oh, yeah.
Now you can just stand in the middle.
That's exactly what I do. I do that all the time. Well, yeah, if you have a stationary enemy... I mean, the whole point of... Like, the whole thing of these battles is you learn the patterns, and it just becomes easy. Like, if you notice, the Metars won't attack until you're standing on the same column as them for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
So you can use that to your advantage by constantly running up and down. They'll never hit you, or they'll never attack if you don't stand in one space long enough, which is awesome. And then there were sometimes where you have to take damage in order to like beat the enemy.
Like
no, like just say there's like
I can't think of anything.
You want to beat one of them, but you have to get hit by another to do it. It's usually just go for it anyways. Yeah, hardheads. I think that's.
I hate these.
They are quite annoying. Can't attack until they attack you, and your attacks are too slow. Anyways, like you'd have to already be attacking as they're opening their mouth. I see. I almost got hit there with the cannonball. Oh, wait till it's like the S license. Wait till the triple S license where it's like 30 fights in a row.
Finally.
Did you ever do those? I did. In the original cartridge, I have 240.
Oh god. No.